Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome. My name is Terry Toomey, and I'll be your Master of Ceremonies for today. This conferring ceremony is streaming live on the internet, so if there's somebody who couldn't make it today and they want to look in, just text them now, and now's a chance to be here with you. A couple of housekeeping items before we begin. First, I suppose, fire exits. There are 7 fire exits from this auditorium, 2 in each of the glass walls at the side, 1 to the left of the stage, 1 to the right of the stage, and 1 at the back where you came in earlier on. And the second thing, I suppose, is mobile phones. Could I ask you to please switch off all the mobile phones before we start the formal proceedings? Okay, the formal proceedings begin with the academic procession. I invite you now to please stand for the academic procession. Please be seated. I will begin by introducing the members of the conferring panel to you. To my right is Mr. Niall Green, Chairman of the governing body of Limerick Institute of Technology. In the centre is Dr. Maria Hinfelar, President of Limerick Institute of Technology. And finally, Mr. Pascal Meehan, Head of the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology. I now call on Mr. Niall Green, Chairman of the governing body of Limerick Institute of Technology, to address you.
Members of the governing body, President and friends, good afternoon, and special good afternoon to those who are being conferred today. This is your day, and while many people have helped you get here today, celebrates for each of you your own unique achievement. In celebrating that achievement, it's important to remember and recognise those who have helped you along the way, without whom your success would not have been possible. From my own personal experience, I would say that for the vast majority of you, for the vast majority of all of us, the influence, the encouragement, the support, and in many cases the sacrifice of your parents and families have been crucial. Without that solidarity, most of you would not have benefited from the dedicated efforts that the teaching and support staff of the Institute have put into your education and training, and more widely into your development as people and citizens. I would venture that for many of you there is one teacher, maybe 2, but probably no more than that, who have had a profound influence on you when you were in LIT, and which goes beyond the subject matter which they taught you. Each of you knows who they are, and they are probably different people for each of you. Before you leave LIT, I would encourage you to tell them that they were special to you because they deserve that recognition, and without your telling them, they have no way of knowing. I have to admit that I didn't personally always follow that advice myself, and in a number of cases it's been a matter of great regret for me since that I didn't. The friendships that you have made among your fellow students are another important resource for your future lives. You've helped each other through the past few years, and an effort to maintain those links is well worthwhile. Social, business, political and interest group networks are increasingly important in our lives and are all the better when they are based on friendship and mutual support rather than pure self-interest. The fact that a higher proportion of you than anyone would wish are going to have to find work or study outside Ireland, at least in the short term, will put a strain on maintaining contact. But things like Facebook, Skype, LinkedIn, etc. will help to overcome some of those problems of distance and time zones. Facilities that generations before you did not have, and which resulted in the loss of many of what otherwise might have been enduring friendships. On occasions such as this, it would not be unusual for someone in my position to burden their audience with some weighty thoughts on the future of the technology education sector and LIT's place within it. You would be pleased to know that that's not going to happen to you, although I cannot guarantee that future conferring audiences will be so lucky. I have been in this role for less than 3 weeks. At the moment, I am on a journey up a very steep learning curve. I started with some very clear views based on relative ignorance about the Institute of Technology sector. I'm now working my way through a confusion of half-digested information, but hopefully I will in due course reach some uplands of more informed opinion. What I can say from my observations to date is that I am very impressed with the extent and the quality of the analysis and planning that goes into the determination of the relevance, the content, the teaching process and the maintenance of standards of the courses offered by LIT. My initial impression is that commitment to the continuous improvement of what LIT does in its various faculties, departments and campuses is as good as you will find anywhere in industry and perhaps academia, and a lot better than most. I make that point not out of self-congratulation of LIT, but because I know that parents in particular worry about how well their daughters and sons are being prepared for life and for the labour market. Research with which I am familiar showed some years ago that Irish parents are much more fearful of their offspring's prospects of finding employment and settling into the world of work than are the young people who are actually experiencing that transition. This is due, no doubt, in part to the innately greater optimism of younger people, but also due to the fact that young people, and indeed older people in the education system, have a line of sight to the experience of their predecessors in the system and the routes they have taken into employment or further study. They may not always have a map, but they have a pretty good idea about how to circumvent the roadblocks. There is, however, no point in glossing over the fact that the Irish labour market is a very tough place just now. It is a little less tough than it has been in the past few years, but as we all know only too well, nowhere near being able to offer employment to all of those in our workforce. There are very definite signs of employment growth in the internationally traded sectors, both for goods and services. But that's going to take some time to work its way through into appreciable growth in the purely domestic economy. As a consequence, as I said earlier, more of you are going to have to find employment outside Ireland than any of us would wish, or to take jobs, hopefully as an interim measure, that are different to or less demanding than those to which you have aspired. It is not, however, the case that there are no jobs out there, and by this time next year, the great majority of you will have found employment or gone on to further study, whichever is your choice. As ever, it is those with qualifications and the higher levels of motivation who get the available jobs, and those graduating today are certainly in that cohort. Whether you find employment or go on to further education in Ireland and abroad, you have been well prepared. The Financial Times columnist Lucy Kellaway recently wrote a piece in which she mused about whether confidence or competence was the more important attribute in success in life. She concluded that confidence grounded in competence was the key ingredient. I think all of our graduates here today can leave LIT with the type of confidence that Lucy Kellaway described, confidence based on competence. I wish you all every success in your future lives and careers. Thank you very much.
I now call on Mr. Pascal Meehan, Head of the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, to address you.
Good afternoon, everybody. You are all very welcome to our graduation day. It's a wonderful occasion. It's an opportunity for all of us to offer you congratulations and also to say thanks to those who made this celebration possible. Since you completed your programme of study here in the early summer, we have reorganised our academic structure within the Institute. The School of SEIT, with which you are so familiar, and the School of the Built Environment have moved to a new space, and we are now the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, or ASSET. This, of course, means that you are the last graduates from the School of Science, Engineering and Information Technology. Agus ní bheith ar le héadí a ríseán. Our new faculty is a group of 5 cognate departments with well over 2,000 full-time students, studying programmes from level 6 through to level 10 and across a wide range of disciplines from electronic, mechanical and civil engineering to analytical science and biotechnology to a wide range of IT-based programmes. And we have exciting plans and ambitions to introduce a variety of new programmes over the next few years. We are absolutely confident that our new faculty will provide better opportunities for our students, for our region and for our staff by cultivating the natural synergies that exist in the STEM group. As a faculty and as an institute, we are striving to create and secure positive and challenging futures for you all. And in doing so, we are not limiting ourselves to passing on skills and knowledge, but also to engaging with our community, engaging with industry, engaging with entrepreneurs, to create an economy where you can exploit your talents. And it's precisely because of this engagement that our programmes are so focused, so finely tuned to industry needs, and that is why employment prospects are excellent for all of you. Our success in our ambition is evidenced today in our conferring ceremonies. During the sessions today, we are conferring the full array of awards from level 6 higher certificates through to level 10 doctorates. Wherever you are on the ladder today, we will continue to offer you opportunity, choice and support to advance your learning and working lives. Earlier today, we had 2 PhDs from the Department of Applied Science conferred. Peter Downey and Tony Skerritt have had, during the course of their postgraduate research, the benefit of working in the research labs in the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Now, I met with the scientists who supervised them in NASA, and they spoke so very highly of them, and in particular of their practical skills and abilities, their initiative and their can-do approach, which is our active learning philosophy implemented. Now, such was their success in KSC that NASA are extending our placement arrangements to welcome electronic engineering graduates to work in their research labs, and we are working very hard to put a scholarship in place for that. With an international perspective, we had 2 research masters graduate earlier who did all their research in Holland and were supervised directly from Limerick, and we also had the first students graduate from our taught masters in analytical science, and quite a number of students from this class are India nationals. And we look forward to developing much stronger links with India over the coming years. The traditional route to graduation, that is, from the Leaving Cert to college, is very definitely changing. Our graduates today have come through PLC courses, further education colleges, advanced entry. They've returned to study, they've changed career. And this group gave the classroom a great dynamic. And we continue to grow the number of mature students in our faculty on both full-time programmes and on our flexible learning offerings. We have over 100 people studying on our degrees in manufacturing technology and in electrical technology, which are run exclusively in the evening. And it's really great that the LIT Student of the Year President's Award is a mature student who was conferred earlier with an honours degree in pharmaceutical and forensic analysis. I want to take this opportunity to say a few words in recognition of the commitment of our staff here in the Faculty of Asset. And not just the frontline academic staff, but our fantastic administrative and technical teams. And the greatest attribute of our staff is the fact that they are so student focused. They really do care and they have great empathy. And you've witnessed that. They are working with and for students. And that's what makes all the difference. I would also like to recognise the lifetime commitment of our staff who have retired this past year, our friends. I would like to thank them so much for their contribution to you, our students. They take with them a vast resource of knowledge, experience and maturity, but they have left their mark and I wish them the very best. So, I would like to thank all the staff on your behalf for their commitment, enthusiasm and dedication, and I would ask you to please show your appreciation to them all. Yeah, but enough about us. Let's talk about you and your magnificent achievement. Today is your day, and we are here to celebrate achievement, your achievement, the culmination of a lot of hard work, a lot of learning, of new skills and knowledge and significant personal development. What a journey. And even though you were part of a school, a department and a class, it was very much a personal journey for each and every one of you. You have learnt a lot, and much more than was in those lecture notes and assignments. And I also want to recognise your participation and indeed your success in prominent national and international competitions. These competitions allow you to compete against your national and international peers, and time again you demonstrate your exceptional ability in so many ways. Today, parents, family, partners, friends and children of our graduates, your practical, financial and emotional support and your encouragement through the odd, difficult patch have played a crucial role in achieving the success that we celebrate here today. You must be extremely proud and very happy. And at that, could I ask the graduates to stand, please? And could I ask you to turn and face the audience? And now, please show your appreciation to the family who got you to this day. All right, you can sit down, there's no more in it. But back to yourselves then. Thank you for having chosen LIT for your education. I congratulate you on your success. You deserve it. Well done and thank you.
I now call on Mr. Pascal Meehan to formally confer the LIT awards on the graduates.
I now formally confer the awards for the Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology. Harcown Institute at Niliachta Limni, Brunham, the Achanti na Institute ar Alamorian Institute, agus Iramorta Oachtarán a Gwyd Par, a Harvard go Firmiol de na Hirahori go Eric Lowe. On behalf of the Limerick Institute of Technology, I hereby confer the awards of LIT to the learners of the Institute, and I would ask you, President, to present their parchments to the successful candidates. I now request the President, Dr. Maria Hinfelar, to present the parchments and invite the Head of the Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Mr. Dahi Sims, to announce the students.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic Engineering, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Mohammed Arifin. Patrick Burke. Okay. As they used to say on the telly years ago, it's Dunnerling on Brisha Show. No. We'll try again. Okay, thank you. Thank you for bearing with us. We'll start again. Mohammed Arifin. Patrick Burke. Paul Heffernan in absentia. Gary Laguerre in absentia. Kyrillis Maslovs. Patrick McMahon. Kevin Maloney in absentia. David Mulcahy. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science Honours in Electronic Systems, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Cathal Brazel. Patrick Byrne. Paddy Conlon in absentia. Neil Cullinan. Sean Graney. Rory Hartree. Donald Keogh. Michael Kiley. Liam Kingston. Lucas Matutsak. David McDonough. Derek Nolan in absentia and Sean O'Mara in absentia. Kieran Quinlan. John Quirk. Alan Ruttle. Conor Sheehan. And finally, Dwayne Shelton in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed a course in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Automation and Control Technology, and I request you to present their parchments to them.
Michael Cafferty, yeah.
Okay, we're off again. Michael Cafferty. Declan Dorr in absentia. Kevin Hodnett. Umar Khayyam. David Larkin. Michael Lyons. Kevin Mahoney. Mark Manning. Owen McGrath. David Moore. Ian Mulderig. Kelly O'Carroll in absentia. Shane O'Halloran. James O'Sullivan. James Reedy. Robert Reedy. Michael Scanlon. And finally, Stephen White in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and are worthy of the award of Higher Certificate in Science in Renewable and Electrical Energy Systems, and I request you to present his parchment to him. Thomas Maloney. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science in Renewable and Electrical Energy Systems, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Cathal Barrett. Joseph Barry. Sean Blaine. John Boyce. Kieran Brennan in absentia and Thomas Burns in absentia. Ivan Cassidy. Conor Cleary. Luke Keneally. Caelan Cox. Padraig Cunningham. Khaled Abrem Defaya. Sean DeLaster in absentia. Christopher Dixon O'Mara. Brian Fitzell in absentia. Aidan Fitzgibbon in absentia. William Fitzgibbon. Alan Flanagan. Killian Fleming. Andresi Garbal in absentia. John Guilfoyle. John Hayes in absentia. Gerard Hobbins. Alan Kelly. Mark Kilker in absentia. Peadar Kilmartin. Leonard Leahy in absentia. Jonathan Lenihan. Patrick Long in absentia. Patrick Lockman in absentia. Daniel Lowry. Conor McDonough in absentia. Donald Madigan. Andrew McCourt. Niall McMahon. Thomas McTiernan. Daniel Moran in absentia. Ian Moran. William Murphy in absentia. Noel Maiden in absentia. Michael O'Brien. Thomas O'Callaghan. Michael O'Donnell. Aidan Ryan. Christopher Ryan. John Ryan in absentia and Paul Sheehan in absentia. Aidan Stakelham. Sean Sweeney. Neil Tute. Martin Whelan in absentia. Aidan White. And finally, Gareth Wilson in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science Honours in Sustainable Electrical Power Systems, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Michael Brennan. David Burns. Conor Callaghy in absentia. Bill Crowe. Thomas Deedy in absentia. Gerard Dennehy. Cian Donovan. Terry Egan. Tay Fell in absentia. Dara Hanley. Sinead Harold. Gary Heffernan in absentia. Jeff Hunter. David Kelly. Rabindra Kadka. Alan McMahon. Vladislav Miklusakaf in absentia. Aaron Maloney in absentia. John Maloney in absentia. Garrett Moran. Sean Milan in absentia. Dominic Mullins. Enda Neville in absentia. Tom Nolan. Michael Normoyle in absentia. Jerome O'Connor in absentia. Adam O'Leary in absentia. Conor O'Sullivan. Barry Reardon in absentia. Mark Ryan. Trevor Ryan in absentia. Shane Slattery. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and are worthy of the award of Higher Certificate in Technology in Video and Sound Technology. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Barry Corbett, Anthony Cross in absentia, Warren Cunningham in absentia, Sonia Danaher, Rory Davis, Colin Dolan in absentia, Sean Fitzmaurice in absentia, Sean Fleming, Carolus Garolskis in absentia, Claude Guerin in absentia, Blaine Hosey, Sean Mercier, Adam Moylan, Andrew Fair in absentia and Cian Phillips in absentia, William Putt, Adrian Regan, Stefan Sott in absentia, Aaron Walsh, Killian Walsh, President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Engineering and Technology in Video and Sound Technology. And I request you to present their parchments to them. David Carroll, Jonathan Egan in absentia, David Fortune, Louise Good, Michael Grace in absentia, Stephen Hall, Damien Henchy, Timothy Keane, Pauline Carney in absentia, Dara Kerwin, Luke McGinty in absentia, Keith McNamara in absentia, Niall Mooney in absentia, Richard Murphy, Owen O'Neill in absentia, Pia O'Sullivan in absentia, Lisa Ryan, Conor Sheridan, and Brian Tracy in absentia, Abdullah Wadi in absentia, and Audrey Wannell in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science Honours in Audio and Video Production. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Anna Aguila, Keelan Chadwick, Kate Corkery, Ray Fennelly, William Hickey in absentia, Niall Joyce, Brian Lavelle, Jeffrey Lennon, Tara Roddy, and Brian Ruan. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science in Music Technology and Production. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Shah Alam, Padraig Bambury in absentia. Aidan Borland in absentia. Aisling Brady. Choi Chow-in. Lorraine Devaney. Éanna Dorn in absentia. Michael Gavin. Leah Gillan. Kerry Haberlin. Darrell Hogan. John MacDonald. Shane McGill. Ian McGowan. Killian Mitchell. Ronan Mitchell. Edel Mulrooney. David Murphy in absentia. William O'Connor. Aaron O'Dwyer. Olivia O'Keefe. Richard Pensionshaum. Gary Sheeger. Michael Sheridan in absentia. And Éanna Whelan. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Science Honours in Music Production. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Colin Balsley in absentia. Thomas Brophy. Gerard Devine. Sean Geraghty. Patrick Horn. Kieran Hughes in absentia. Roseanne Carney. Roland Kelly. Austin Larkin in absentia. Patrick McCoubry. Tony O'Donovan. Christopher Quigley. James Savage. Mark Sheehan. Don Sims. Rod Smith. And Kieran Walsh in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Manufacturing Technology. And I request you to present their parchments to them. Dermot Blaney. Derek Collins in absentia. Michael MacDonald. Joseph Ryan. President, I present to you the following candidate who has successfully completed a course in the Faculty of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology and is worthy of the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical Technology, and I request you to present their parchments to them. John Darmody in absentia. David Keane. Jim Long and Lloyd Tully in absentia. Thank you.
I call now on the President of Limerick Institute of Technology, Dr. Maria Hinfelar, to address you.
Chairman and members of the governing body, public representatives, generous sponsors, graduates, parents, spouses, friends and relations, colleagues, academic, administrative, technical and support staff. I'm delighted you are all able to share in this happy occasion where we confer the awards upon this year's successful candidates. This is a time for celebration. You've passed all the assignments and exams, and you now have the parchment to prove it. Congratulations. You should be filled with pride at this important milestone following all those days and nights of hard work. I also thank the families and friends who have supported our graduates financially and emotionally through this phase of their lives. I'm sure in many ways it's been a team effort. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our new chairman, Niall Green. Niall was appointed, as he mentioned, a couple of weeks ago by Minister of Education and Skills, Rory Quinn, on a 5-year term as chairman of the LIT governing body. He brings extensive experience from the public sector as well as the private sector to LIT, having served in leadership roles with organisations as diverse as GPA in the aviation sector and the Youth Employment Agency. He is also the current chair of the Hunt Museum, which means he knows our School of Art and Design quite well. He's making a flying start, because not only is he presiding over a few busy days of conferring ceremonies this week and next week, he has also found the time to pay visits to the various campuses of LIT across Limerick and Tipperary so he can get to know us better. I'm delighted with his thorough approach and I look forward to working with him. I would also like to pay tribute to the outgoing chairman, Mr. John Clifford, a man no less thorough, who committed himself to huge time and effort with LIT over many years as well, a solid 5 years. Among many other developments, he oversaw the integration of the former Tipperary Institute into LIT. And of course, he chaired countless graduation ceremonies too. So on behalf of us here, could I thank John wholeheartedly for all those years of service and wish him all the best for life after LIT. When you arrived on campus here today, you might have noticed it looks a little different. There are some subtle changes happening. One change is that LIT is becoming more international. Now, we did have some international graduates graduating here today, and this is a development which is beginning to become more and more pronounced and more visible. And one manifestation of that is that along the street, outside of the area, when you come out of here, if you look up, you will see about 120 flags representing all the different nationalities and countries that some of our students have come from. And it's one way of saying we really appreciate the different dimension and the very different atmosphere and the very enriched educational climate that will provide to our students. We're getting an influx from students this year from Brazil, Oman, US, countries that we never really had that many students from before. And this is really, as I say, providing an additional dimension to life on campus, as I'm sure indeed also off campus. Another change you might have noticed is the look and feel of the place. As part of a very ambitious long-term campus master plan at LIT, which will take us to 2030, we've set in motion a whole range of projects which are not only about shiny brand new buildings taking us to 2030, but also making significant and immediate improvements to what we have today. There are reconfigured labs, more attractive circulation space, the plaza outside the back entrance, weather permitting, study areas with better technology, and much improved sports facilities here on the main campus. Similar projects are happening on the Tipperary campuses and also at the School of Art and Design. We needed to address space deficits in quality as well as in quantity, because we know from student feedback that there are issues. We have to listen to feedback. Through surveys, we know that the quality of our programs is good, that our active practical learning ethos is good, that the approachability of staff, be they academic staff, support staff, admin staff, is really highly appreciated. And this is also valued by employers, who have plenty of positive things to say about how LIT graduates contribute to the workplace. But we also know that the physical environment in which this learning takes place is not always perfect. So this is being tackled in conjunction with the Limerick City authorities, and they also have a master plan to 2030. Some resources are in place from our Capital Development Reserve, but that isn't going to be sufficient to achieve all our ambitions. So together with Limerick City, we are applying for some European funding to take us into the next phases of campus master planning. And if successful, the place will be transformed. And as LIT 2013 alumni, you will be amazed when you return in years to come, maybe for the conferring ceremonies of brothers or sisters or sons or daughters, and you will see how the campus master plan is progressing. But it's not only about bricks and mortar. At LIT, we recognise the financial sacrifices that families are making in the current climate to support study in third level. And we also recognise that in spite of these sacrifices, it can still be a struggle to make ends meet. Our student services do an excellent job in helping students with their applications under all the state schemes. We also have some internal money set aside every year so we can respond to urgent need. We do not wish to see students dropping out for financial reasons. We ultimately want to see every student get to a conferring ceremony who deserves to be there. In the last academic year, for example, in agreement with the student union, we decided to transfer an additional €50,000 to this fund through savings we made elsewhere. And this year we're also, for the first time, launching student scholarships, thanks to a generous donation from IPB, the insurance company, to a total value of another €55,000. Eligibility criteria for these scholarships will be strict but fair, and I'm sure they'll make a huge difference to the recipients. But back to today. It's also a day to catch up with each other and reflect on your career experience so far and any future prospects. The LIT Graduate Destination Survey is published every year and presents detailed information about how our graduates are getting on. Your turn to complete the questionnaire will come in a few months' time, and we are very keen to hear from you. The most recent survey, just completed, about the 2012 graduates, was very encouraging. It showed that increasing numbers of students are going directly into employment or further studies, and in fact, some of our programmes saw a 100% success rate on that front. And this included 2 programmes from this particular department of electrical engineering. So that's a great testimony to the quality that you are delivering as graduates of LIT, and also the quality being delivered by the staff of the department. It's obvious that prospects for graduates in Ireland are improving, and that with the excellent reputation of LIT amongst employers, you're well placed to benefit from this welcome development. As well as preparing students for employment, we also actively encourage LIT graduates to perhaps set up their own business, so they may create their own jobs and one day employment for others. We have rolled out a range of business support and development initiatives through enterprise and incubation centres. One of them is here on the main campus, the Hartnett Enterprise Centre that you may be familiar with, linked to John Hartnett, who is a very successful Silicon Valley-based entrepreneur and originally an LIT graduate like yourselves about 25 years ago. And he is now supporting the Enterprise Centre here. And clearly Enterprise Ireland is also playing a role there. And the small enterprises that are set up and that are based in the centre, which are supported by LIT, quite often are carrying out research, applied research into their products, into the market for those products, into new technology, where they really draw from the skills and expertise that we have within the organisation. And that is within the academic staff, but certainly also among students. And I'm pretty sure that some of you will have come across some of the opportunities arising from that very strong link. And I'd also like to make you aware that we have graduate bursaries for the enterprise centres. 1 or 2 of these bursaries are offered every year. So if you think that you have a particular idea, or you had a particular project that you were working on when you were writing your dissertation, or you were doing maybe some experiments you were carrying out, and you think that it might have commercial value, then the place to go would be one of the enterprise centres to have a chat with people there to see if there is merit in pursuing it further. And the other enterprise centres we have are in Clonmel, in Thurles, on our Tipperary campuses, as well as in the city centre here in Limerick. So we're very active on that front. Finally, I'd like to just remind you that whatever lies in store for you for the future, whether it's employment, travelling, enterprise, whatever you choose to do, keep in touch with each other, keep in touch with us, and most of all, enjoy today. Thank you very much.
We come now to the Special Awards Ceremony for Outstanding Achievement, and I invite the Chairman of the Governing Body and the President of LIT to make those awards. We begin with two Analog Devices Awards. The first of the Analog Devices BV Awards will be presented by Dimna Flaherty. The first of our Analog Devices Awards is for excellence on the Bachelor of Science Honours in Sustainable Electrical Power Systems. And the Analog Devices BV Award goes to Vladislav Mikluskiev. And this award will be collected by Pascal Meehan because the student is currently working abroad. The second of our Analog Devices Award will again be presented by Dimna Flaherty. This is a joint award. The second Analog Devices Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Engineering in Automation and Control Technology. And the award goes to James Reedy and Owen McGrath. The next of our special awards is the Kirby Group Engineering Limited Award, which will be presented by Pascal Meehan. The Kirby Group Engineering Limited Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic Engineering. And the award goes to Kirill Maslovs. Our next award, the Domain Award, will be presented by Paul Cronin. The Domain Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Science Honours in Electronic Systems. And this year's Domain Award goes to Patrick Byrne. Our next award is the Allied Irish Bank's Green Initiative Award, presented by Patrick Ranahan of AIB. The Allied Irish Bank's Green Initiative Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Science in Renewable and Electrical Energy Systems. And the award goes to Christopher Dixon O'Mara. Our next award is the O'Mahony's Booksellers Award, presented by Kevin Lyons of O'Mahony's. The award will be collected by Pascal Meehan of LIT on behalf of the student. The O'Mahony Booksellers Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Engineering in Technology in Video and Sound Technology. And the award goes to Abdullah Wadi. We have a second O'Mahony's Booksellers Award this year, again presented by Kevin Lyons of O'Mahony's. This award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Science Honours in Audio and Video Production. And the award goes to Brian Ruan. Our next award is the Spin Southwest Award. The award will be presented by Julie White of Spin Southwest. The Spin Southwest Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Science in Music Technology and Production. And the award goes to Lorraine Devani. Our final award today is the RTE Lyric FM Award, presented by Don Milan of RTE Lyric FM. The RTE Lyric FM Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Science Honours in Music Production. And the award goes to Roland Kelly. We'd just like to end by thanking you for the manner in which you've participated in this ceremony today. I suppose, and also to tell you that the official photographers are located at the front of the building near the Millennium Theatre, in case you're looking for photographs later on. And also, if you'd like to join us for some light refreshments afterwards, you're welcome to do so in the Scholars Restaurant, which is the next last building to your left down here. I now declare this conferring ceremony closed. Please stand for the academic procession. And this time we invite the graduates to join the procession in acknowledgement of your achievements.